Hello, my name is Lynn, and welcome to my discussion on judicial process. Based on the textbook, early neutral evaluation involves a neutral third party, usually an attorney, an expert in the subject matter. They would provide an unbiased evaluation of the dispute, and each party gets to present their position. The journal article I have is in favor of E&E, and it lists all the benefits of E&E after experimenting with over 100 of that cases within a year. And the authors mention timing, quick to reach resolutions, and confidentiality as the benefits. Similar with the textbook is the emphasis on realistic analysis of the case and litigation costs, how it saves time and effort. The purpose is to prevent unnecessary litigations for a case with low chance of success. Disputants get an idea of benefits and costs of litigation, but also an opportunity to resolve the conflict. The article expands on recommending a private attorney over a judge because they can allocate more time with the case. People feel inappropriate for judges to make opinions on large financial settlements. They also feel uncomfortable with judges because of the position of authority, while they see lawyers as just legal advisors who are neutral. So next is Dispute Resolution Board. It is a panel of professionals that's led by an ADR professional. They're selected by the client and the contractor. DRB serves to prevent or overcome disputes during the contract. The article by Harmon did a study on opinions of DRB by construction workers. It confirmed the popularity of DRB in infrastructure projects. So over 70% participants had positive attitude, and they found that DRB leads to the success of a project. The similarity is disputes are managed as they emerge. Communication is present between parties at each level of the project. This is why DRB is favored among construction field, and Harmon further expanded other advantages such as fairness and credibility because there is control over the panel selection. There is face saving to maintain the social and business relationship. So mini trials allows dispute to have a structured hearing. It is non-binding and it's voluntary. It encourages face-to-face dialogue. There's an exchange of information. And Calvert's article discusses the advantages of mini trial over arbitration. Since they're sort of the same, mini trials allow the parties the option to accept the advisor's decision, or they can choose to litigate. Arbitration, on the other hand, are binding, and there's a third party that makes the decision. So here's the crucial part. Like the textbook stated, mini trials focus on the merit of the case versus dealing with the procedural issues. Because they differ from one legal system to another, this is why the book says mini trials are not suitable for interpreting statutes. For this reason, the whole gist of Calvert's article expands further by stating how useful mini trials for international disputes. It closes the cultural gap between countries, so it's widely used in international commercial disputes. Summary jury trial, according to the book, refers to non-binding trial prior to an actual trial. I think of it as a mock trial. Each part presents their position, witnesses, and evidence to the judge. The article I select discusses guidelines for fairness and effectiveness. To do this, the legislator needs to protect parties from informal coercion to settle, which is difficult because the confidentiality of ADR. And it recommends a system for assigning cases that go full trial. Both the article and textbook encourages a summary jury trial prior to a full trial. They see that it is good that both parties have to resolve their differences. It's not the judge or jury's deliberation. The article also expands on the topic by suggesting guidelines for a fair summary jury trial. It encourages legislators to establish statutes requiring parties to involve in SJT because the parties are unwilling. mandatory summary jury trial would ensure process of fair. So basically, legislation serves to include those safeguards for that. So the news article I have is about The Walking Dead creator Kirkman disputing with AMC over contract interpretations. So relating to the textbook, he was offered a mini trial with the judge. The case involves high business executives. Each side did have their own defense attorney. Again, the mini trial was appropriate for the dispute. It was because it involved interpreting the contract, not statute laws or binding precedents. So what's interesting is AMC had other trials to attend that same year, so the mini trial was the most time efficient for them, and it lasted 2 to 3 weeks. Again, thank you for listening and have a great week.